Oh,
Oh,
we are live. We are live. Um, Welcome to another episode of Cut the Chat. Ace is away, and Ace is the one that normally introduces it. So Ace is away. Femi's running late. Lee's running late. So it is just myself from Cut the Chat official. But joining me right now is our special guest, I was going to say the young Keisha Jade.
which I say I'm not young no more, Damon.
No, you're always younger than me, but because I've known you for so long,
Yeah,
and you're actually an adult, like a proper adult, like
yeah,
driving
grown.
and working.
Yeah.
Yeah, which always surprises me when I think about it. But yeah, Keisha Jade, how are you, Keisha?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm looking forward to breaking up from work, to be honest.
Okay, what do you do? Because I know what you do, but the listeners don't know what you do.
So
What do
I
you do?
work in a secondary school as a learning support assistant. I'm also an English intervention teacher as well. So
What is okay?
term
What does English
intervention.
intervention teacher mean? What does that mean?
Okay, so those who are struggling academically within English, I teach them like one-to-one lessons. So I support them mainly through their GCSEs. So any extra intervention that they need, I'm the one that they go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who
are struggling academically within English.
Sorry. Wow, look at that. Them ones there. Schoolboy errors there. Mad.
Yeah. I do enjoy it though.
Okay.
I feel like working in a school, you are a role model to a lot of other people's kids.
Sorry, I'm focused now. I'm back. You know what? Let me throw this out there. Yeah. I'm forever hearing you teachers complaining about your jobs. You don't get enough, you don't get paid enough. Let me pause that there. Femi, welcome. Wagwan, you're on mute. Wagwan, Femi.
What's happening, my people? How are you?
Hi, Femi.
What's going on? What's going on? I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Me?
Yeah.
Why not?
Are you Lee?
No. Do I look like Lee Femi?
Huh?
Do I look like Lee Femi?
You're like, why not?
I'm filling in.
Yeah, but you said why not? Like, it's not surprising to have a female person on Cut the Chat.
So Damon didn't tell you?
No, Damon just does what he likes.
Like the maddest thing is, it's in the group, but certain people don't read the group. But we're not going to get into all of that.
No, it doesn't say that in the group. It says that in the group at 9 o'clock, bro.
What? That I've got a guest?
Yeah, bro.
No, it doesn't. I said it much earlier. We don't need to go into this right now.
At 6:45, bro. Anyway, what up, Brethren? How are you, man? Good to see you again. How's your book coming along?
It's done.
Now,
you told them about your book?
No, because I was waiting for everybody else to join, but we might.
All right, sorry. I'm just going in with like what I know about.
No, listen. You're here now, so we might as well start it. We don't even have Ace to do a jingle. So Ace has got the like Black Business Corner jingle going, but Ace is not here. So, and Lee is like my backing singer for when we have to do it. Black Business Corner.
Do you know what's happening with the show today, randomly? Just so I can say. Normally you could see all four people.
I can.
On YouTube.
Oh, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, Kaya's just changed it. She realized her flop. She just changed it now.
Okay.
It was just flashing from person to person. Now you can see all of us on the screen.
Okay.
What's going on, though, my people? Welcome to Cut the Chat. Femi's here now. Don't be afraid. Femi's here. Fam, do you know what's mad, though? Should I be real? Damon, how am I as grey as you, bro? You're like 10 years older than me, blood. What's going on?
The worst thing is, you, from what you say, yeah, you've been grey before I was grey.
It's mental, bro.
Like,
I'm just seeing my grey face, yeah, and I'm looking at your thing. My thing looks like it's even got more blood.
you've got more grey in your beard, definitely.
Bro,
Yeah, you do.
it's mental.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, it's all mad.
Well, it is what it is. What can we say?
Wisdom.
Man's like a real man, and I'm 34. Like, I'm like a real man. I'm not even a pretend man. Like, I'm like, once you have grey hairs, yeah, you're like a real man. Like, you can't even say like, oh yeah, I've still got some growing to do.
Nah, fam. Nah. When people that don't know you look at you, they will look at you like you're your uncle.
Like I'm a 40-year-old fam.
Yeah,
Uncle
you're grown.
Femi.
Mental still.
Absolutely. But all right, so we might as well jump on it straight away. Keisha, I see some things beside you. I know what they are. Can you tell the people them?
So I have recently published my first novella. The name is going to be like, what's a novella?
I know what a novella is. Femi, do you know what a novella is?
It's a short novel.
So it's in between a novel and a short story.
See? Told you, short novel.
All right, calm down, fam. See the tweet. Calm down, fam.
Because Femi knew.
Yeah. So you published your first novella.
Yes. And it is a book about that celebrates Black love, but it's multi-layered, so it's told through different voices.
Do we do this? Do we do this now?
Yeah, you can. So yeah, this is it. It's been a journey. It definitely has been a journey from pitching to get a literary agent to being declined. The first time, it was just a trial, so it was recommended that I go with check out a few different literary agents, and then I tried it. I was like, okay, cool. Let me hit up this girl. And then she just said that she didn't think that she'll be able to represent the book. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Because that's the thing with getting an agent, it's just they've got to see your vision and be able to be like, yeah, I'm going to promote it. So then I did a bit more research, and then I found another agent that I really wanted to go for. And then I didn't hear anything back after 4 weeks. I was like, okay, let me just be patient. I don't know how long it normally takes. And then I contacted them again, and they were like, if you don't hear anything back after 10 weeks, then just take it as no.
10 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 weeks. So 10 weeks came, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to self-publish this book. And I feel like it was mainly fear why I didn't immediately go to self-publishing, because I thought if I was to get an agent, they can represent me, because you can't just go to like big publishing houses like HarperCollins or Penguin and just say, here's my book. You need to have a representative. So I think it was more fear why I didn't initially self-publish straight away. And then I thought, lift it up in prayer, and yeah, I'm here as a self-published author.
Wow.
I've got loads of questions for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you but my first one, yeah? So you actually prayed to God. What did you say to him?
So it was more like
Damon's like, oh, Femi's asking these stupid questions. Like, what's wrong with him, man?
No, it's not stupid.
He's like, the girl said she prayed. Leave her alone, man.
I did.
That would have been Lee. Lee would have made them comments.
You know what it is? Do you know when people are like, yeah, I lifted it up in prayer, yeah?
Yeah.
How does it go for you? I know how it goes for me, but how does it go for you?
So for me, I petition my desires, and then I say, let your will be done, because sometimes we can go to God and God's like, nah, I got a different plan for you. So it was more just my heart's desires, lifted it up in prayer. And then like, as the results were that I didn't get the first agent, I didn't get the second agent, it was more like, okay, Lord, if we're going to do this, I'm not doing this by myself. Like, it will have to be you leading me, you've given me the contacts, you give me the people that I need to like continue to have that hope that, yeah, this is not me, this is you. Because if it was me, it wouldn't have worked out the way it did.
Amen.
I feel that. I feel that. I
Man,
feel that.
what happens if you pray for stuff and God doesn't answer? Do you get upset? I get upset sometimes. I'll be real.
To be honest with you, the single life is not easy. No, because I have to say it, like the single life is not easy. But
You know what's funny?
everything
You
happened.
see that, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
So you see what you're saying about what you pray for with God and all that. Yeah.
Mm.
So was that Aisha's uncle's funeral last Thursday? And I specifically remember, I think the pastor saying that, you know, like in the Bible, it says you are supposed to live 70 years and 10.
Mm.
And Uncle Trevor wasn't 70 years and 10. But what the pastor said was, we all have our own plans, innit?
Yeah.
Your plan can be your plan. God's plan is God's plan, innit? And your plan doesn't override God's plan.
Yeah.
Irrespective of what you want to do or say or how you want to remix it, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you know, like, it's funny what you're saying, Femi. It's like you ask for something and you don't get it. Firstly, he's never late. Do you know what I mean? You might want it tomorrow. You get it when you're supposed to get it, innit? Do you know what I mean?
More time, God doesn't boss me on what I want. He bosses me on what's litter. So
There
like
you go.
the thing I get, yeah,
There you
is
go.
better than the thing I want. I'll be real, but more time, yeah, the thing I want, yeah, I don't get it, and more time, because you know what? I'll be real, yeah. You see, like sometimes I pray. There's loads of things. We're going deep. We'll stop praying. Some people are like, "No, man's not religious. What is this, blood?" But like the point is, yeah, sometimes, yeah, I'll pray for things, yeah, and then they just don't happen, and then I look back on my life here later and I'm like, raw, like if I got like what I wanted, yeah, this would have happened, that would have happened. But instead, I'm here. Like, and like the things that have happened instead of those things that I prayed for have been like so much more little. And like, and actually the majority of the good things that I have in my life and the things that I enjoy or that I value most in my life are things that I kind of indirectly prayed for.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the version I wanted. Like it was most of the time it's the little version, like the more suit top version. So yeah, but we move anyway. Thanks for sharing that. Where can we buy your book as well?
So it can be found on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes. It was listed Thursday. Yeah, last week Thursday.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
And when I go on Amazon, what do I do?
Love on the Moon. So type in Love on the Moon.
Okay.
And you should see.
So I could get a hard copy.
Yep. Hardback.
It's for 12-year-olds and up.
Yeah.
So 12-year-olds can read this book.
They can, because I set it at that age. Because I work in a secondary school, I already gave a speech to the year 8 students. So I would say from that year up. That's why I put 12 years. Because a lot of my students have been wanting to read the book as well. But it is appropriate.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to put it in the chat. It's not even letting me. Well, let me make the link smaller. But yeah, Damon, you carry on asking questions now.
You know what? Before Damon answers my question, Femi, back to what you said about the timing of things. I actually, before even writing the book, I pitched to get, it wasn't even a pitch. I applied to do an internship at HarperCollins to get into the editorial scene. And I really wanted it. Like, I really had my heart set on it. And that's one thing that I said that I really wanted to do, to learn more in that field. And then when I got the rejection, I was so disappointed because I really felt like, yeah, I prayed, I lifted it up and I'm going to get it. And I didn't. And then 2 now, Corona happened. So if I had got onto that internship, it would have been peak for my finances because I wouldn't have been able to do it financially. So yeah, just wanted to add that to what you said.
God bless you.
So tell me, when did you start writing this book? Like, when did you start? When did you have the idea? When was the beginning of this?
Probably after I got rejected from HarperCollins.
So why did that spur you on to start writing a book?
Because I felt like, why would I go and edit other people's books when I can write my own book?
Okay, cool.
So it took me about a year to write it, but then the process of pitching it, the printing, and all those other elements to writing a book, that's what took me longer. But I would say I finished it within a year.
So why do you think 12-year-olds should read your book?
Because the underlying theme is love, loss, and faith. So as much as when adults read it, they may see like the more romantic side, that theme of love kind of goes throughout. And I feel like it's important for generations to see that kind of model of love and family.
What's a family nowadays?
So I would say a family is a strong unit that teaches you like values, if it's culture, just different elements. But I would definitely say that it is about kind of having that support and that demonstration of family and importance and values. I would say values. Because whether you come from a single parent home or a family of like man, husband, wife, whatever you want to call it, it is important that that kind of foundation is set within a home.
So Keisha, I know that you've written before this book. This book was a surprise to me. I think the last thing I know you to write was you done poetry. You done do you do like you done a short book of poetry or something, right?
So I did, when I was studying my master's, I was mainly poetry focused. So I was writing a lot of poetry. I submitted a portfolio of 30 poems, and that's where you may know one of my poems that was on YouTube. So I've got Kill and Dispose, which was based around like police brutality in America, because I was doing my master's when all of that was happening. So it kind of hit me in a sense of, this is what's going on. I'm studying here in the UK, but then so much is going on outside and all around the world. So I started off with poetry, and I also wrote a poem that was published in a book of anthologies. So that's where the anthology kind of came in, because I've had a poem published, Think Beyond. And that was published in a book of anthologies.
Wow, the journey that you've been on, is it worth it? Would you tell other people who because I'm assuming, even with like Femi being a film writer, producer, director, a lot of people probably wouldn't have the faintest idea of how to get their book out there. I remember when you came into the barbershop, and for me, this is one of the amazing things of what you've done, is that somebody was in the shop and they goes, so you've written a book. He was like, yeah. And they was like, all right, is it online? You said, nah, it's a hard copy. And they said, your book could end up round the world. And the way he broke it down for him, he goes, I could buy this book, take it on holiday with me, and just forget it by accident. And then somebody could just end up in Thailand, New York, LA, Nigeria, Ghana, and just this book is just in a hotel somewhere. Just, like that. I love that idea, of somebody could just be in a random country and just see your book on the table and pick it up and read it. As far as somebody who wants to write or have a book, or have a book published, what would you say? What's the starting point for them?
Do you know what? Firstly, I would say believe in what you're doing, because if you don't believe in what you're doing, then it's harder for like other people to believe in what you're doing. So, and start from anywhere, whether you write in a notepad, whether you write on your phone, because that's how I originally started writing poetry. It would just be an idea would come to me, I'll jot it down on my phone. So make records of your writing. It may come together as a collaborative thing, or it may be you want to focus on something specific. And the thing is, when you're writing, you've also got to be open to the idea of people also reading what you're going to write.
In what do you mean?
Like, because when I was first saying write down anywhere and anything, if you did one of them progress, it's like, as a writer, you have to be quite transparent. And a lot of people will look at your work and be like, oh, is that true? Was that really what you went through? Because I did that a lot with my poetry, and I'd get, say, my mum to read it and she'll be like, oh, are you talking about this person? So it's like, you've got to be ready for people to ask you those type of questions.
So
you don't want to yeah.
So is this book about you? Are there elements of this book about you?
I would say it's more locations. Like, there's a scene in Thailand, and I could speak firsthand because I went to Thailand and I encountered some of the things that you will read in the book. But I wanted to make it relatable as well. So you might read it and something might click with you or link with you. So parts of it is, but I wouldn't say it's my love story.
So this is the Man Them's podcast. What's in it for the Man Them? Is it a girl them thing? Is it,
no.
What is it? Like, what is it from dead girl them thing? Because I'm seeing
Femi sounds like he's had enough.
No, I want clarity. Is this a girl them settings?
No. Like I said in the beginning, so it's multi-layered. So it's told through different voices. So you get the female who gives her part on when she meets the main guy, and then you've also got his perspective of when he first met her. Then you've got the outings that he goes out with his boys. So it's more, you see it from both sides. The female character doesn't necessarily have female friends around her, and I did that intentionally. But the male, you will see him talking with his boys and going through encounters with his boys and sharing the talk with them.
How did you imbibe that? How did you get into that character? How did you find that voice?
So I spoke to a few of my male friends. I do have a few.
Did you, Keisha? You spoke to a few of your male friends? Okay.
Statement, please.
Carry on.
I spoke to a few, but it's because I have like males in my life that will kind of speak to me on a level. Damon, can you stop? I'm grown. We discussed this in the beginning, okay?
How grown are you? Because someone in the chat wants to know. His name's Rusty Rust. He wants to know how grown you are.
No. He wants to know if you're single. That's what he wants to know. Keisha, should I answer this as somebody who's known you for a very long time, Keisha? Do you want me to handle this?
So I'm single.
You're gonna angle it. You angle it. You're single.
Okay, well, you handled it yourself.
Single.
She angled it herself. You see it, Uncle D.
Come on.
Angle that herself.
You're funny.
Lee, what you look like you're doing, bro?
Looking for a better light.
You're parked next to grass. It looks a bit wild.
That's looking very suspicious, Lee. That's looking very suspicious. All right, whilst Lee's parking up, sorry, Keisha, I interrupted you rudely. So you've spoken to a few of your male friends to get their perspective on things.
I think it's more just like what they've experienced just when they're meeting a girl. Like, one of the questions I asked was, if a female was to, so you're vibing and then she totally like ghosts you for a certain time, what do you say? And then she then invites you out for dinner. do you want the explanation before you go out to eat? Or is it a thing where, okay, we'll go out, but you need to explain yourself? And that was one of the
What's this-
questions I asked.
You ask who? A guy that? Or
Yeah.
it depends if the guy ain't got nothing going on, then you got to roll out. Because he's still starving, innit? The fact that he's going to turn up, he must be still starving, innit? I think men, I don't know. I'm not sensitive like that. So if I got ghosted and then I got invited out and I'm single and I want to go, I'm going to go tune it. I'm not really going to ask her to explain herself. I don't really care.
But what if you like her though, Lee?
Yeah,
Like,
if
what
I
if you
like
want to
her,
pursue something with
No,
her?
do you know why? Because me personally, I don't like to come across needy and like so it's not my style to be like, oh, why did you go? I can't do that. I would rather her enjoy my company to a point where she feels she has to explain. But I wouldn't ask her like, it's not my girl, innit? You're not my girl. We're not nothing at the moment. So you just weren't feeling me. You weren't feeling me, innit? I might make a joke about it, but I wouldn't
No,
ask her.
but
for
Lee,
a serious
it's not that she
explanation.
wasn't feeling you. It's just that she had things going on. And when you were trying to contact her, she didn't get back to you. But then she's got back to you in her time. How do you react?
Yeah. Now, like I said, me personally, I would, and I know that something's going on, like something deep. Is it deep?
Yes, deep.
Oh, I don't know nothing. If it's deep, then I wouldn't ask her. I'll just let her do her thing, innit? Because clearly, if I had other motives and she wasn't my priority, then I wouldn't turn up anyway. I'll be like, when she says, oh, I'm going out here, boy, no, you don't just phone me and I'm going to turn up. I'm not that type of. But if I'm hungry, then I'm rolling out, innit? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, oh, you're there tonight. I've been seeing someone before, like years ago, where it wasn't like, it would be like, oh, meet me here, and then maybe I wouldn't meet, or maybe she wouldn't meet. You know what I'm saying? We never really questioned each other's behavior because we weren't together.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like that serious of a. It wasn't. Oh, you left me here or you done that. It would be like, I'm here tonight. If you're around, come true. Or do you know what I mean? Or I'll phone you back on the phone, and maybe I didn't phone, or maybe she wouldn't phone back. But it wasn't that deep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, when you're seeing someone, that's when it changes, isn't it? Obviously, it's disrespectful. But I'm just not that type of person to be like, oh yeah, why did you do that to me? I just can't do it because I feel like it sounds like I'm nagging and it sounds like I'm needy, and it makes me feel like I'm losing power in this kind of like this game or whatever it is we're doing. I'm sounding like the one that's too emotional at the moment.
So you wouldn't want an explanation?
Not really, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that I wouldn't bust joke about, oh, right, you're going to ghost me again tonight, and probing you to tell me. But I wouldn't sit down and say, right, seriously, what's the issue there? What's going on? Because I feel disrespected, because I wouldn't do all of that personally.
Yeah.
But I understand there's man that do it.
To give you a quick rundown, yeah. Have you met Keisha before? Do you know her?
What?
Have you met her?
Are you taking a
Damon?
bare times? We was in Birmingham together a couple weeks ago.
What? Oh my God.
we had breakfast. We had breakfast in the hotel together.
All right, Lee.
That sounded dodgy. That sounded dodgy. But
I did sound a bit dodgy.
Don't explain it. Leave that out there. Leave that out there. Leave that in the atmosphere. You were in Birmingham. You had a great night, and you had breakfast the next day. Let's leave that out there.
Okay, say no more.
Right. So Keisha has just self-published a book, written and published a book. That's what you can see beside her. Hold it up. Hold it up one more time for the camera.
Pushing on the book.
Love on the Moon.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gassed. From the moment you told me about this, Keisha, I was gassed. I like fully gassed. I still see you as like a 9-year-old, innit? Like, so you know what I mean? This, I'm fully gassed. I think it's amazing. Everyone go.
But what is it a love novel? Is it a love novel?
Yeah, it's a fictional.
Is it a woman's book or is it a man's book? Or can we say that nowadays? Can we say, is that wrong to say that?
That's what I was asking. I goes, what is it? Something for the girl then? That's what I said.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
It's not,
The artwork.
So how are you going to capture the men though? How do you capture men?
The artwork is proper girl them.
Listen, I love a bearded guy, so he had to be at the front.
I'm rating it.
But if I'm sitting on the plane and I'm reading this,
Yeah.
I think people are gonna think, what kind of book is my man reading though? What's my man really on? If I was around the mandem in the hood and we were bundling some cheese and drinking some liquor and I brought out my book and what are they gonna think? Are they gonna think, what's my brother on now?
Yeah, they will. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Because the setting that you just put, they will probably think, what's that?
Okay.
Can you do me a favor, Keisha? Like one of the things I like about your book. Show them the front cover again. Now flip it around and show the back. Can we get that? You
Wait,
understand what's going on there?
is she pregnant? Is she pregnant at the back?
No.
So basically, the front cover is when they've just met
kissing
and
her.
they're young.
Is it kissing her forehead? Oh, they're married. They get married.
No, they're older. It's the same couple, but they're older.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
It's a good little thing.
So what? Are we allowed to go into depth about the book or?
No, we don't want to give away
we can't
too
do that.
much.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah. For real. Say no.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Everyone buy the book. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to buy the book. You can get it on Amazon. You can also get it in the barbershop. Lee, next time you come for a haircut, your one's gonna be there. Around the peas.
How much is it?
£15 if you buy it.
Can I get? Yeah. Can I get hardback?
It's only in hardback.
It's only hardback, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely gonna get that. I might get a couple because that could be the Christmas present for the good kids. Because some of them are mature now; they're older.
All 20 of them, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get for the older girls. They're 16.
Yeah.
Can they read it at that age?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Apparently, 12-year-olds can.
Femi, you're not gonna let that one go, are you?
I'm just, I don't know. I'm just like, apparently 12-year-olds can. I don't, you told me 12-year-olds can, so I believe you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, Femi.
I've got a goddaughter too. Maybe I'll buy her a copy as well.
Keisha, can you sign my ones that you leave at the barbers, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You might as well sign.
What I'll do is I'll inbox you the names I want you to sign in there for me, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much, Keisha, for dropping in. That was Keisha Jade with her book Love on the Moon for Black Business Corner. Told you, my guy. Keisha, you staying with us for the rest of the podcast, or are you bouncing?
I'm gonna stay with you.
Okay, coolio. Is that all right, lads? We can just lock her off now.
That's fine. That's homie. That's homie there. That's homie.
Well, you know what it is. You know what? You had breakfast with them.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. Where's Ace today as well?
Ace is away. He's spoken about this. Oh,
we spoke about it. All right, say no more.
No, okay, cool. What are we talking about today, Fem? What's going on? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the
gay footballer, the homosexual footballer. Wait, did Keisha
Why did she kick out? She waved. That's what I'm saying. Why did she do that?
Okay.
I thought she said she was staying.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have a female voice on this conversation. But yeah, I'm about to block someone, you know.
I know. I saw you going at it.
Well, what's happening? Who's declaring war? Who wants violence?
You know what's funny? I don't know if they've done it on purpose because I saw it from earlier. What's
it say?
No, they were just asking the standard things. Oh, why do you make gangster films? Are you going to make any Christian films? It's like, fam, just ignore them for me.
No, let them run the little jokes, innit? Let them run the little jokes. Send Instagram. Send me the Instagram.
I just block them on the chat still. They can't even talk. They have to log in with another account. You know them people that log in with lots of different.
They've probably got about 10.
Yeah, they'll have like log in with another one like a waste man. Like
so what are we saying? The homosexual footballer that's seeking counselling because he's scared to come out or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it that deep? Do you reckon? I've got my views on it, but what do you reckon? Is it that deep? Did you hear about this, Keisha? About the there's a homosexual footballer that's seeking counselling because, you know, in case, what is it, if he does come out, the backlash and all that, or?
No, I haven't heard.
For me?
That's mad. That's mad. I heard about it. That's mad though. But you know what? It's easy for me to say I would have just Rago come out, but it's the pressures of that is different, isn't it? It's a different world.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is, Lee? I know you go to the games, yeah, but when you're at the games, you're not at the games like me. You're in the box.
Yeah, for real. I'm VIP in it. That's what I do.
Lee's VIP, Lee's in the box, and Lee goes to like the games that don't really matter. You know, like the first round of the Lee's there. Lee's you know, I've been, bro. See when it's when they're playing, I've heard the fans go in, like nothing racial where I sit, but the fans are ruthless. I remember I took my dad once. My dad was shocked, and the game hadn't even started. They were just warming up, and they was going in, like so.
That's kind of mad because I feel like Arsenal are quite conservative. They're quite a conservative team, innit? Like their fans aren't as bad as like say Millwall or Chelsea or West Ham. They're not really. I've never felt in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Femi's just he's on a madness right now. On these
rattled, isn't it?
Man's chat,
rattled,
bro.
innit?
It's man's chat. It's man's chat. You need to
go to. Do your thing.
I mean, Keisha, have you been to a football match?
No.
But you understand the levels of chat that can go on in the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's been racism in football from day one, and there's been racism in football as long as there's been people on the planet. So, when it comes to this and getting abuse for your sexuality, I think it would be bad. Because you know, law of averages, there's a lot more than this one footballer that's gay, and there must be a reason why none have come out whilst playing football, especially in the top leagues. I don't know.
Do you know what? That's just one more thing to put a player off their game, in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because imagine like the black players when they go to like certain countries and they're playing and they're getting, and you imagine how you're trying to get into the game and all you can focus on is them. Every time you get it, they're booing you or whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine
sorry, Lee. Yeah. Imagine in real life, people do not say racist stuff to people in England most of the time. Majority of the time, it's frowned upon to call people names, to throw banana skins at people, to do all these things in real life. You know, like in normal, you're walking down the street life. It's rare. It's rare, right? I don't know. Maybe other people argue that, they receive racism to their face every day. I rarely receive that type of racism, overt racism. At football matches, people do it. Imagine what they'll do if you turn out to be gay as a footballer. I'm not saying it's not the reason you shouldn't come all come out and all of this stuff. I'm saying imagine like how you be terrorized and why.
I think more people would terrorize you for being gay than black.
No, I don't know. Man.
Yeah, you would. You know why? Because you'll have the black people doing it and the white people doing it.
Yeah, but there's not even that many black people at football matches anyway.
No, but there's still a community of people that's going to do it as well.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you.
It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse if you're gay than you are black. I'm telling you. I know for a fact. Because some people jump on the bandwagon just for bants. Like, you know, there's probably white people that make offensive, that they jump on the monkey thing. They're not probably racist, but they're following the crowd. So can you imagine the whole crowd turning against a gay person? And the chance they're going to make up.
And then imagine if that footballer was black as well. Whoa.
Oh my days.
Wow.
Therapy. He might as well quit. A black gay striker, top goal scorer. Nah, they're not letting that run. They won't let that run. They won't let it run.
It's sad. It's sad that even though like football is like, there's so much work has been done on football and abuse and all of that stuff. It's sad that it's in a way part of it is like I feel like you need therapy. If you're a professional footballer, you need a therapist.
Of course.
Let's go outside of football, yeah, because I look at it on a numbers thing, yeah. And what do they say? 1 in 4, 1 in 5 people are gay, something like that.
Where are you getting these stats from?
It's a high number. Google
No, I'm
it
not
now.
saying it's high or low, but I'm just saying where's it from?
This is what I heard a couple of years ago. But cool. Even if it's 1 in 20, yeah. Even if it's 1 in 20, even if it's 1 in 50, yeah, and it's not that, like it's higher than that. Let's take it out of football. You know, like American football, like NFL, basketball. You know, like the top sports that we actually watch.
Mm.
I don't think there's any professional sports people that have come out as gay whilst they're actually playing the game.
Yeah, they come out later. Like,
And I was talking to somebody the other day, and I think it's only football. I don't know about football in America, but certainly all over Europe where the fans are segregated. Rugby, the fans aren't segregated. American football, the fans aren't segregated. Basketball, the fans aren't segregated. And obviously, football's got a history of violence and all that kind of stuff. You know, just uncouth behavior. But yeah, just thinking about it now that there aren't other professional sportsmen that are gay that I know of. And I know football's bad. I know like the abuse that they receive actually in the ground and online is probably some of the worst around. And you're right.
Do you know how that's not fair? Yeah, is that probably women could come out as gay and they would have no problem.
Well, as in female footballers.
Female footballers. Sorry, yeah, and there would be no problem. But a male comes out and it's a wrap. He's going to get shut down.
You know what? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't know, because I'm now thinking about the picture that sports people paint, and I'm not saying this is right. But you know, like growing up, footballers, for me, you know, they had that image of they're about it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Whereas you kind of put a footballer next to a rugby player, there's no competition. Even when you look at footballers, how they go on off the field and how they go on the field, man will brush a man's ear, man will roll around on the floor for like 10 seconds. Whereas you look at what rugby players are dealing with on like in the game, there's no comparison. But I think, I don't know, do people have this image of footballers as you know, you're kind of Jack the lad, you know, you're out drinking with a man, them, this and that. And not to say that homosexual people don't do that, because obviously you do, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know, Lee. I don't know. It doesn't actually make any sense, really. It really doesn't. But boy, who wants to be the first? That's the thing as well. Who wants to be the first? Who wants to kind of be the first to come out and try and change it?
I mean, Justin Fashion, who came out, didn't he? And they're actually making a movie about it right now.
But his story is mad. Like even around, you know, some of the stuff that I know that he was going through and all of that, his story was a bit mad.
I mean, both of them, like when they were in foster care, they had like a difficult relationship with their mom, and like, you know, I've actually read the script of the film that they're making, or a version of the script, not the final script, and I think it just goes to show how things could potentially pan out, and I think actually his experience probably stopped people that might have potentially, you know,
of course, I think so,
come out or like said, you know, that they're that way inclined, or do you know what I mean? It's just very it like when you see how he was like vilified by everyone, like by his team, isolated by everyone, and like you see how he was treated, it's difficult to expect players to, like, you know, feel comfortable to come out. And someone just said, Colette Bancroft has just said there isn't as much attention on women's football, which is true as well. Like, do you know what I mean? That is a major factor as well.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Um,
anyway.
Anyway, have you not seen that latest video or one of the latest videos of the Insulate Britain protesters?
Yeah.
With the mum on the school run.
Well, that one I saw, but I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. The one that I saw was the guy tied up the protester to the railing with the protesters' banner. I'm on that. I said we need to start.
Oh, okay.
We need to
I don't
start
support that as well, by the way.
with
No,
with
I
cable
can't
ties.
support that. I
What?
can't support that.
What?
Do you know why?
Brother.
Do you know why? Do you know why life's not fair? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story about a cab driver. Yeah, do you know this is what I'm telling you about life. A cab driver had a client in the cab that was hailing a race like racism at him. Yeah, and refused to pay the fare. He locked him in the cab. Yeah, put his foot on the brake, took him to Lewisham police station. Yeah, bipped his horn outside the police station. But meanwhile, the guy's trying to kick through the window. Yeah, the policeman come out and said, if you don't let this guy go, regardless whether he pays you or not, we're going to arrest you for kidnapping.
Absolutely.
This, life is not fair. Do you get what I'm saying? You tying someone to the side because they're in your way. That's just, and you're gonna hold a criminal record for that. That's gonna affect your job, affect anything that you do.
Hold on,
forward.
wait. Femi, you know the law. Is it
You can't tie
kidnapping?
someone up.
Is it why? Is that
You can't tie
kidnapping?
someone
Femi,
up.
or is that a different law broken?
I think
Is
the
that
most
kidnapping?
the most you can do is make a what's it called? A citizen's arrest.
That's what I'm
But you
doing.
can't tie-
That's what I'm doing.
You can't
I'm
tie them up
making a
with cable
citizen's arrest,
ties.
and I'm leaving them there until the police come. Because this is what happens. You you drag one off to the pavement, and you see how they're old and they shuffle, they move, they shuffle like that. You drag one onto the pavement, and then another one shuffles on. You see the lorry? You see how the listen, the lorry was moving reckless.
Wait, was it cable ties though?
No, he used the banner. He used the people in banner. But I'm saying we need to roll with cable ties because that's what the police use. When they got too many people to arrest, they've only got one set of handcuffs.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know this
I said roll
personally,
with
but cable ties
you know.
work. Just saying. Yeah, a friend told me cable ties work. That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, the lady on the school run, I think she was a bit gassed and a bit hyped because she's seen it go on for like a couple of weeks. And now when you're on your road, you're already charged. Like I am. Like if I see them on my way to work or whatever, I'm already in my head. I know what I'm gonna do.
Well, do you know what? Do you know what they're protesting for though, right? Have we all taken it in?
What they're protesting is good, isn't it?
They're protesting for the government to insulate all of the homes in Britain. What I find ironic is that their protesting is probably stopping workers from actually going to insulate homes in Britain.
But they're not though. That's a bit far-fetched.
Wait, whoa.
David.
Whoa,
This
whoa,
example that you're giving is like,
hold on.
my gosh.
Hold on. There was a woman in the car the other day that was stuck on the motorway. Her mum had a stroke. The hospital said if they'd have got it when they was on their way, yeah, like them tailbacks are going back for like 3, 4, 5 miles on the motorway. How do you know who's in that
Damon,
that traffic jam?
all I'm
But
saying,
the overall thing is a good thing, no? They
The
insulate
overall
more
thing,
people. More people will be warm for Christmas.
Brother,
Of course, you're going to lose a few strays on route. That's just how it goes.
a few strays. So you really think that the government are sitting there saying, right, these old people are still coming out every day? Yeah. All right. No blood. And Femi, there's no way you can turn around and say there's no one in those queues of traffic for the last 2 weeks that aren't going to insulate someone's home.
I think, and there's no way that you can say that there are.
You know me.
You know one of those was you could make whatever grand claim you want, but there's no way that you could say that.
I'm saying there probably is. We're not even talking about the actual serious effects that it's having on certain people's lives. It's a liberty. Tie them up. I don't
agree. I don't sponsor any of that. I don't agree.
Keisha, back me up, Keisha.
I think we just need to look at the bigger picture of this global warming thing. No, I think we need to look at the bigger picture of this global warming thing. I think, like, obviously, the Earth is getting warmer every year, factually. and and eventually the sea level is going to rise, causing people to lose. Well, we're going to lose more land, right? And if we don't do anything about it, which is why the government are pushing not quickly enough, not based on their target. There was a Paris Agreement that everyone struck that they were going to reduce by their carbon emissions, and none of the governments are probably going to meet. The major countries are probably going to meet those targets, and these people are there to hold them to account. And most of us are too busy, like trying to get to work, to realize that actually, maybe like in like soon, our whole world will be in danger. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just think
Do you know where Westminster Bridge is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that little small bridge? It's that little tiny bridge right next to like House of Parliament and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down there on Sunday. Yeah, I had to go to the Corinthia Hotel to cut somebody's hair.
Nice hotel. We were staying there. Jay-Z.
Very nice. The actor Corey Hawkins.
Nice.
So I went to cut his hair. Yeah, it took me 35 minutes to get from my house in Croydon to that hotel. I went over Westminster Bridge, bus a right, straight past the House of Parliament, past Downing Street, bus a right, Corinthia Hotel. Easy, simple. Them man there need to go and block up them roads. Them man need to go and post up outside Parliament, post up outside Downing Street, and do all of that. That's what they need to do. Yeah, because honestly, if I was on the way there and I'm stuck in traffic because them man are protesting outside Parliament and outside Downing Street for their cause, I'll hold my hands up. I've got nothing to say. Do your thing. I've got absolutely nothing to say.
But you think they shouldn't disturb your day?
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't do, but the thing is, they haven't disturbed my day. They haven't. It's not affected me. It hasn't affected me one bit, not a single bit. What affects me more is all these silly little road closures in Hackney and Islington that these local boroughs are doing and make my customers can't get. That's affecting me more, but that's a different argument. Yeah,
that's part of it, though. You know that, right, brother?
Listen, you see, when you're protesting, yeah.
No, but wait, D. You know the Islington, the road blockages. That's part of the.
You know what? No, because there was a borough that took them away because the majority of people in that borough was complaining about it. There's a borough that's removed them. I think it's over West London. I think it might be Brent or something like that.
So do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? I think before the virus, government gave extra funding for boroughs to trial these pot plants in the middle of the roads, right? They got all these pot plants.
For what? Yeah. For what?
To reduce emission in residential areas.
Then cool. Do it.
And so what they've done is they've blocked all these roads in like residential areas. And I think it's a what do they call it? It's a pilot to see if it works, which I think it's been a nightmare in some areas. Like I think in Hackney it was a nightmare. I don't know if Lee experienced it.
It still is in Islington.
In Highbury Park.
In Highbury Park, you can't even drive behind the Highbury. You have to go all the way around Finsbury Park or like Highbury. And so it's all over London, and that's where it's come from. It's that they're trialing this thing where there's gonna be less driving and less pollution in residential.
I'm not saying nothing should be done. Something has to be done, and urgently. Yeah, something has to be done urgently. But look, my thing is, if I'm complaining about you, I'm not going to go sit outside and protest outside Keisha's yard. If I'm complaining about Femi's films, I'm going to come and sit outside your yard. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you've got an issue with the government, post up outside the government. You understand? Yeah, like
listen quickly though. Quickly, if you don't like Femi's films, don't watch them. Cancel him in your life. If you hate Femi, cancel Femi.
Have you seen them protesting?
Femi does not need your £10.
Wow. Tell them again.
Femi's getting in.
I just want everyone to know that doesn't like my projects. Cancel me. I am cancelled to you. I don't exist to you.
All right, Femi. All right, Femi. Well, I say tie them up and leave them there. What else is on the agenda? Anything else?
No, I think that's all I can think.
All right, let me do a relationship corner quickly. Keisha, you can get involved in this. It's had a similar one before. Guy and girls dating. About 3 months in, the girl realizes, or the woman realizes, that the guy's dreads are not real.
Oh, 3 months.
He realizes. Now, this is the thing, though. It's not a wig. Yeah, it's not a wig. Let's get it right. It's not a wig. He's just got the faux locks in. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got faux locks in. Now, he's got a little afro. His argument is he's in the process of growing the locks in it.
Yeah.
But he don't want to do the little baby locks. Now, I looked at photos of myself when I had the little baby locks. At the time, I thought I was peng. I was dead. I was dead food. You know what the worst thing is? Yeah. You know what the worst thing is? I swear, did he say this? I swear Aisha said something the other day about if I'd have met her back then when I had deadlocks like that, nah, I couldn't chat to her. They were dead.
I'm dead.
Baby locks.
You understand?
You see Lenny Henry? What's he got? Are they real?
No, you go away.
Lenny
Yeah,
Henry.
I think he's real. I remember when he started. I remember when he was doing the sponge thing.
You're lying. That's real.
That was a couple of years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Keisha was saying they weren't real.
No, I think they're. I think they're real, but I don't know.
I find Lenny Henry like really strange. Is that strange that I find him strange?
No, it's not. I know what you mean. There's something about Lenny Henry that's like.
Boy, there's some secrets about Lenny, boy.
All right. Well,
you might as well tell us.
No, I don't know. I went to a private show with Dave Chappelle once, and he was ripping him.
Wait, who was ripping? Dave Chappelle was ripping Lenny Henry.
Ripping Lenny Henry, yeah, saying he's not really there for the culture. Saying that he could have made the culture in the UK move on quicker had he been invested, but he just wanted to make himself look. He just wanted to be the guy himself, innit? And I was thinking, does he know something I don't know? Do we not all know this? Where did Dave get all this information from?
So sorry, Lee, when was this show?
This show was about 3 years ago.
Okay. Because there was a Dave Chappelle show yesterday. I missed it, man. I was upset.
Oh yeah, he's still on tour, innit?
Little intimate one.
Before you lot get into this, let me finish this relationship.
The relationship, yeah.
Before you lot get into this.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so he's got an afro, he's growing his dreads. Basically, his missus is like, but I like you with the little afro growing your dreads. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, it'd be a different argument if you was bald, but you're not bald. Like, you've got hair and you're going through the process of growing your dreads. His argument is he likes the attention that he gets with the locks, yeah, like how they are. Like, he loves it. She's like, what? Attention from the girls. He's like, well, attention from everyone, innit?
Mm.
So she's like, listen, stop the foolishness. Yeah. Allow the faux locks thing, just grow your hair in it. He's saying, nah, he's gonna keep the faux locks in.
Get rid of her.
Say that again?
How did you come to that conclusion, Lee?
You know why? Do you know why? Because she's not supporting the journey in the beginning. If she can't laugh at these things in the beginning, then first it's cut your hair, then it's do this, then it's do that. Before you know, you're unhappy. You need a girl that's like, you know what? I'm not really with it, but if you like it, then yeah, run it. That's what you need. Someone open-minded. Not, I don't like it. 3 months.
Lee,
3 months can't tell me
do you want to talk to us after the podcast about something?
No, I'm just saying. Imagine the girl telling me, oh yeah, I don't like the skin fade no me. Grow a high top. I'm like, huh? Nah, but I'm doing my thing in it. 3 months. Nah, you can't. Get rid of it. Start again. I'm telling you, it's a downward spiral from here. And this is about your looks. Your looks is important.
She's not saying she don't like
him without it.
No,
yeah, but still, he's happy. But he's happy to have it, though.
No,
his happiness is more important.
She's not saying I prefer you without dreads. She's saying I like you with dreads, but
just grow it properly.
Just grow it properly. Let's do the process.
Yeah, but that's just her opinion. If the man's happy, the man's happy in it. Why are you gonna take away his happiness? Why would you take this away from him? If he's happy to do it, he's happy in it. Why would you take this away from him? For him to
That's
feel
a-
like uncomfortable about it for the first, he likes it, let him run it, innit? He said he likes the attention. Maybe he's not got attention in his life, and now all of a sudden he's getting this. He
Keisha,
goes, oh, I like
Yeah.
your hair, rare, rare.
Keisha, you're
Yes, please.
single.
Yeah.
You said you like a man with a beard. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You land a man with the beard,
Mm.
and then 3 months later, you find out that the beard's fake, but he's in the process of getting beard implants or something.
Ooh. Mm. To be honest with you, I feel like if I liked him, I'd have to get on board. But I would be hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
You have to jump on the program, man.
I would
You've
be
got to
hurt.
jump on
though.
board. You've got to jump on board the program, man.
Do you know what? I had locks once upon a time, and when I was dating my ex, he was scared to tell me that he had locks because
What?
he knew that I no longer had mine.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
So
He just
how did he
thought-
hide them?
Huh?
How did he hide them?
No, he. It's not like he was trying to hide them. This was when we were first like talking, so
Okay.
I didn't like completely see the head, and they were like short, whereas now they're nice and long. But I was just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's your hair. Do what you want.
Oh, and you were scared to tell you that he had locks?
Yeah, because he didn't want me to be put off.
Oh, because you cut off yours?
Yeah, because I think I must have said something like I don't want like someone who had dreadlocks. So he didn't want to say
seen.
that he had dreadlocks.
You put him under pressure.
No, I didn't, David.
Wow, you put him under pressure.
I did.
And we're hoping that that's not why you two broke up, because he had locks.
It is. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, obviously it's not.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
what you saying?
all the man them are saying fancy
Yeah.
a man telling a woman to get rid of her weave.
Innit?
She's got another
I'm
man
just
said,
saying that it happens all the time.
another man said she's got a controlling spirit.
Yeah, I feel it. I can feel it as well. I can feel that. Yeah.
Of course you
how
can
it
feel
starts.
it, Lee.
For free. This is 3 months, you know? 3 months. Nah. If you really want to say them things, you have to wait a couple years. I don't even like that anyway. I don't even like the fake dreads. A couple years down the line, you could get away with that. 3 months, I'm like, okay. I see where this is going.
Oh,
You want to take away my shine, innit? You want to take away my shine.
But Aisha is saying I'm a hairstylist. It happens every week, not right, but still happens that men tell their women get rid of that weave.
I mean,
You know what I was thinking? If I got married, yeah,
Mhm.
I might just do the dreadlock thing, man.
do what? Where? How? Dreadlocks from
I'll
where?
just do it. I'll just do it. I'll just
How?
do the man. I'll get the man weave. I'll get the man weave thing
No.
for 1 day only. And if the
Oh, what,
beard
for
don't connect, I'm gonna do that too
What,
on a
for the
wedding.
wedding day?
for the photos, yeah. And then come off, bam.
Even
Come on,
take your
bam.
breath.
1 day only. 1 day only. I'll run it. Why not? Why
How
not?
do you think
So
that's
what?
gonna work? Your missus has never seen you with dreads. You think
Exactly.
that,
You
think
think
that
it's too
you
much? Do you think it would be too funny that it would just be like it would just be look dumb?
it would have to be a wig, because you know what's gonna happen? Remember, when she walks down the aisle, you got your back to her. So
You're
she's
gonna
walk
double
down the
take.
aisle, she's gonna walk down the aisle thinking, who's that standing next to Lee's dad? Or Lee's, or
That
No,
was-
Lee's-
but-
that is me.
No. Honestly, I'm gonna tell her that man's doing that. I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm gonna rush up for this thing, you know. And I won't. And out of respect for the system, I won't eat pork either for 1 day. But I might just do it one time, you know. One time only. What can anyone tell me?
All
I
right.
reckon people do things like that for their wedding day, no? Look at
I
gal-
tell
gal
people not to.
Gal get bouquet weave on the side here and there and whatever. The pineapple thing for their wedding. So why can't I do my thing too?
You know what? That's a very good point, because
That is a
yeah,
point, but still.
your wedding hairstyle is not the hairstyle that you rock. But this is the thing, Lee. I have customers that come into me and they're getting their haircut for their wedding, yeah. And they want a madness. And I'm like, is this what you look like all the time? Because if this is not what you look like all the time, don't do it. Don't start getting experimental. You've been with your missus for like 4, 4 or 5 years, and for your wedding day, you want to shave off your beard. You want a clean shave.
Oh. Mm-mm.
No, just have your hair as how you always have it, and how you're gonna have it for the rest of your days that you can see. Yeah, don't start getting all technical. So what you want is for everyone to know you as having a skin fade. We're gonna ignore the fact that you tried to do that pop smoke thing for a couple of weeks. We're ignoring that. Yeah.
I tell you what. I was happy when I was doing that, yeah. And you lot took my shine away. You lot took my shine away.
Like the woman.
Like the woman, you took my shine away, and I would have happily kept it going.
Pop
I would have happily kept it going.
Pop Smoke's thing comes down like that, Lee. Your thing went up and then down like that.
Yeah, I had a snoop.
We don't know what. I tell you something. Whatever you had, if you had that couple months ago, you would not have had breakfast with Keisha in the morning.
I tell you what, I was killing them. When I had that, I don't even know. I was getting a different look. I was getting different looks. I was feeling it.
Oh dear.
The look on Femi's face is telling you were getting different looks, but the look that you were getting are not what you thought they were for.
Shall I be honest with you? You see when I cut my hair, yeah? See when I cut my hair, my whole look went out the window. My whole look. It was a look. Growing your hair is a look. It's a statement. Like my fashion was it suited the statement. I got a lot of positivity from the people I didn't know. It was only the people I knew. My frenemies. I call them frenemies. They're the ones that had a lot to say. Had they met me in the new state, the new Lee, the lockdown Lee, they would have been on my journey. But no, they might not support it. Now all my gums just look weird on me.
The only thing missing from that hairstyle that you had during lockdown was birds. Yeah, living up. That's the only thing.
Did they look like a nest?
Yes, the middle was missing.
Keisha,
like a bird.
Keisha, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay.
I looked fire. I looked absolutely fire.
For me?
I don't know. It's like looks are subjective, isn't it? How can I say my brother didn't look fire if he says he looked fire?
I look fire. You get me? I was killing them.
If that's what Lee felt like, that's what Lee was.
Okay.
There's no difference between having the gym with a nest in the middle than having a low fade with a nest in the middle. The nest is still there whether I like it or not.
Nah, but
you feel me? It's exactly the same.
No, when you got the fade, the way I blend it in,
I blend it in, you know. It's still light, B. It's still light.
Damon,
I can't sit underneath sunlight in the restaurant. You know, I can't sit underneath the strobe lights in the restaurant because the shit looks light.
Damon, on a quick one, yeah. How do you break it to the man them that the hair's going?
They asked me, they asked me, and they ask me all the time, and they're like, right, am I light? Am I going thin up there? More time I tell them, well, your hair's not as thick as it was when you first started coming here, but
yeah, you're being nice though. You're being nice. Why don't you just tell man the truth and tell man?
Do you remember?
Listen,
from now on, I told you what happened to Ace.
Yeah, you remember that one? Yeah, I remember.
No, tell me.
So Ace was in the shop, and Ace was mad thin on the top, and he tried to. I swear he was having a square top. He was mad thin, and Biggie walked in the shop.
Not Biggie Smalls.
And he walked past Ace, and he just bent down and whispered in his ear. He goes, "Let it go, B. Let it go, bro." The violation.
I can't.
Do you know Ace told me to stop. He said, "B, cut it off. I'm done." There and then they cut it off. I'm done.
That's
Killed him.
Rude.
Killed him.
Can I tell you something?
Imagine you're in the barbershop getting your thing. You're thinking your swag is on point. You're getting the fade. You're getting the shape up. And a man comes behind you. Let it go, B. Let it go. That's all he said. Oh my God.
Can I tell you something? Because I'm going through it now, yeah? Do you know that I've always been a confident person, yeah, in life? This is real talk. But the moment I kind of had to come to grips with my hair going, yeah, it was definitely a confidence breaker. Real talk. Do you know what it feels like? Because you know what you think? You can't visualize yourself with a bald head. Or maybe you can, but you think it's just not going to suit you. But everyone else doesn't see that. Everyone's like, what? Bald head will suit you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I look at my dad and think, you're butters. But Some people are like, what? Yeah, that's handsome, man. Yeah, that's a handsome brother. You get what I'm saying? It's the whole idea of I don't know what it's gonna look like when I'm fully bald. And I'm trying to visualize it, but I can't picture it in the nicest form. So I feel like if I'm gonna lose it here, maybe I need to grow it here.
I'm gonna tell you when to cut your hair. I'm gonna tell you when to do it. We'll shave your hair off when you go on holiday. Yeah. Reason being, when you go on holiday, nobody on that holiday knows what you look like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people are gonna take you for you. So no one's gonna be looking at you like, right. You know what I mean? That's if you're gonna do it. Do it
unless you go Ghana or Nigeria for Christmas and everyone there is from London.
From London, innit? Little man, why are you bored? Why are you bored?
I've been watching you on Cosby.
I kill it now.
Would that be a problem, Keisha? Like, what would you ever tell your man, Keisha?
Yeah.
And he, he's going bald. He's receding. He's thinning in the middle, and he's still going to the barbers and getting that skin fade every week, coming back. Now the thing is, a good barber can cut a guy who's receding and thinning, can cut them fire. So you're not even gonna know. But you see, like the second and third day, are you ever gonna tell your man?
I have to.
Listen, you have to.
Yeah, I'd have to.
But you know what though? You say that though, but I don't think girls actually care like when they're with somebody, whether their hair. I think it's more of an insecurity within the man.
No, I would have to.
You really?
Yeah.
Would you say, oh, you know what? It's looking silly now. I've seen Bear Man still fading, and I'm like,
no, I'll probably drop it.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that's still fading. That man is looking at me like, what, little man? I saw little man in the barbers, still doing the fade thing, Someone needs to let him know, but no one wants to let me know because no one wants to really let me know what I want. I feel like I'm that guy at the moment.
I would just suggest that maybe, going bald is the time for you to go bald now.
I don't know. I think going bald, you associate, maybe do I associate bald with looking old? Maybe that's what it is.
It's like this grating, bro. Listen.
Now the grating is nice though. I think the grating.
I think the grating.
I told you the truth. My wife had to speech me to go public with this grating. She was like, "Why do you keep look, your hair's thinning. Why'd you keep dyeing your hair? Just let it go, B."
That's exactly. I think grey suits guys though.
Why though? Why do those grey suits? I
feel like it's more that more females have a problem with going.
You know
grey.
why? You know who bust the man then with the grating?
George Clooney.
Like George Clooney.
Yeah.
When George Clooney landed.
Yeah.
I started hearing salt and pepper thing. I started hearing salt and pepper.
Silver Fox.
But
yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing for when George Clooney did it, it was a thing.
Yeah, like people have told me for time. Oh, why don't I dye my hair? I've been grey from day. If I start dyeing it now, it's just gonna be bait. It's just gonna be like I'm cool with it. I'm all right with it. You know what I mean? But then I'm not receding, so.
All right, rub it in.
Shade.
Sorry, mate.
Man just throwing it in there, innit, with your old self, man. Move,
man.
I
got to fight in when I can. You get me? All right. Well,
thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, before we go, can I just talk about that brother that drew that lovely little picture on your fence?
John.
So when I done it initially, I didn't know the cameras were recording. I want to apologize now.
You fool.
For the little sign I did there. What happened? Did you catch him?
Can we make any more noise? Do you know what's mad about that? Yeah, is I posted a picture up, yeah, and it's like, okay, yeah, cool, just to highlight it. Do you know I've been given the man's name, the man's Facebook.
Wow.
I've even been given the man's address. Yeah, bro.
You're lying.
You see the community. You see my Instagram has been popping. Like, listen. Apparently he went on like a mad spree, and people have sent me CCTV footage of him around Camden doing other bits and pieces. I think Ash was in South the other day, said that he touched down South.
So wait. Have you been in contact with him?
Go on. Who said what? Go on.
Have you been in contact with him then?
No.
Damon.
Well, you let it go.
No, firstly, the council will come and clean it off for free. Like, so they can.
No, make him clean it. Make him clean it.
Nah.
And we video him. and we video him while he cleans it.
You know what?
Just
Yeah,
stand there.
man. Them. Why can't man graffiti on your thing though, bro?
What?
Tell him again, Femi. I agree.
Why not?
I
With your
don't
old,
agree.
with your old self.
Why
Let
not?
them graffiti,
Why
man.
not?
It's
Why
art,
not?
man.
No, it's not art.
Banksy and that.
Hold on.
If Banksy came, yeah, and drew
Hold
on
on.
your thing, if Banksy came and drew on your thing, what you chop it off and sell it?
Do you know
and
what the maddest thing is? Banksy wouldn't come and draw on the shutter. He would do it on the wall. next to
bro,
the
you
barber
might
shop.
do a shutter thing one day, bro.
Innit?
Nah,
You don't know what
listen,
he's doing next.
listen,
Femi, you'll
Femi,
wind up.
you understand what I'm saying? Femi, first things first, yeah. You've seen how the barbershop's patterned. You're actually a dickhead. I can't even swear in front of my son. You're actually an
You
idiot.
just did. You just did.
You're actually an idiot. First things first, you see now the barbershop's patterned. Your children, as soon as they walk in, they go straight to the freezer and get their free ice lolly. Yeah.
The
way
one that's
barber-
usually not getting a trim.
You understand what I'm saying? Liberty. Yeah. Fam, man works hard. We try make the. Have you not noticed? Next time you come to the shop, have a look. There's not even them shutters. There's not even them shutter stickers. You know when you go to shops and the side the door, they're full of them shutter stickers. All the way down. They started to do that. I started taking them off. They come back. I just rang them. I said, listen, you man put a thingy back on this shop. It's going to be a problem, innit? Allow it. No more.
So what you saying? So what you saying? You just want to keep your shutter thing clean.
Of course. Why not?
But what
Do you
if
see
like
Femi, do you see any adverts in the barbershop? Do you see any flyers in the barbershop? Do you see anything in the barbershop? Nah.
why
the
don't you
shop
like the
is-
flyers? Why don't you want to promote the
Because
community?
you know what? Because it's clean. What I wanted was for you to look in that barbershop, yeah, when we're closed and not know whether it's black, white, whatever. It's just a clean, modern barbershop. All of them, what is it? Blue Mountain Theatre Productions, Christmas play, this and that and that. This West Indian
You
restaurant.
don't want to
menu,
promote your people then.
that Zippo Circus, where they're giving you like bare free tickets. Nah. And the worst thing is, people have come in and asked me to put stuff up. I've said no, but I promote it on the gram, which we do. So now, fam, we've got clean, sharp, modern.
And so-
So you're upset. So you're upset, Damon.
Of your new film in Tony and Guy. See what they say. Go on.
Say that again.
Go to Tony and Guy and ask them to put up a flyer of your new film in there.
Bro, I'm cancelled anyway. I'm cancelled. I'm not making films anymore. Some guy cancelled me in the chat today. He said I only make gang films. I'm cancelled, man.
Nah, fam, it's rude. It's a liberty. And the maddest, you know what the maddest thing is? I'm actually looking for an artist to do a kind of collage on that wall next door, like a caricature collage of all of the celebrities and all of the other customers that have come to the barbershop over the years who wants to go up there.
You should just do it about people from Holloway and just make it about people that famous people that used to live on that road and just like just put my
nah.
face. Just put my face. Oh.
Just yours. Look at you.
Yeah.
That's when it was going with that one, isn't it?
Anyway, you lot are getting on my nerves. Go away. Getting on my nerves.
Listen, Keisha, tell them again about your book. We've got more people listening live now.
Okay, so this is my book, Love on the Moon. Can be purchased on Amazon. It is a non-fiction, no, it's a fictional romance novel.
Novella.
Novella.
And where else can you purchase this book, Keisha?
DNL.
Okay.
The graffitied, the vandalized DNLs.
Let me stop.
Keisha, we need you on this podcast more often because you need to be badding up Femi every now and then.
Femi is a piss taker, isn't it?
Yes, when he's
But
ready,
yeah.
yes, he is.
No, like I'm really excited. Congratulations, you took, the fact that you weren't able to go on an internship, you turned it into a novella, you were productive with your time. It's beautiful to see like productivity. It's beautiful to see that you've self-published this as well. I'll definitely be grabbing my copy. Could you sign it for me and leave it with Uncle Damon? And thank you so much for just inspiring, showing what's possible. I think it's important when we take on this creative journeys that it's opening new possibilities for us and for others. And so congrats, man. Well done.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thanks for
It's our
joining.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Are we done?
I think so.
Done.
Guys, see you soon. Make sure you tell your friends to listen to Cut the Chat as well. I just feel like we need to have more listeners by now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Do you know what though?
Um,
Someone got recommended Cut the Chat this week. They were like, yeah, I heard you on a podcast the other day. Someone like in the music industry. I heard you on a podcast the other day. I was like, oh really? Yeah, I think it was with you and Ace and Damon and Lee, blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, man, we do that weekly. Because you do it weekly. Because where have you been? That means you lot have not been telling your brethren. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Rate, subscribe, comment.
all right. You're right there. I got a shout out Leon. Met him the other day at the funeral. Been a long time listener, Ash's cousin. Shout out everybody else who's been listening from one day. Shout out to the people that are listening in jail, because we got a bag of people that actually listen in jail. Real talk.
Man in there.
You understand?
Shout out to my boy Chicken watching with the wife.
Come on, look.
Damon,
Yo,
how do they listen in jail?
Brenton, hold on. I'm gonna tell you something now. Yeah. See when I've got a couple customers that are in jail. You see when I'm doing the trim talk, man's ringing me after like, that was you on the radio, wasn't it? I'm like, yo, are you out? Because no, I'm still here. I'm like,
Wow.
damn, listen, Bear man come out, said, yeah, I was listening to you man's podcast in jail. I don't know, Femi. Them man are cooking hard food and full rice and peas and them things that in jail. Them man are doing that, yeah. Listening to a podcast is not hard. Them man are doing stuff. Yeah. So what do we say, Lee? What do we say? Bang your doors or something? Bang your doors for the man them that's in jail. If you done the crime, stay in jail until the end of your time. If you didn't do it, free the
We
man
need
them.
to talk about crime one day. But anyway,
We do.
We need
We
to
do.
talk about all this jail etiquette.
Jail etiquette. What jail etiquette?
Yeah, the lack thereof. Like you should just focus face front and do your time. Don't be getting caught with a phone.
Tell them
All
again,
right,
Femi.
Uncle Femi.
Just
I don't
face
know.
front. Face front, do
Femi.
your time and then go home.
Femi.
Like,
No one knows where you are. Everyone knows where the barber shop is. I don't support what Femi's saying, by the way.
listen, face front, fam. You know you get extra time if they find you with a phone.
All right. Well, now
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying what I know. What I know is you get extra days if they find you with a phone. Just face front, man. Just do the thing. But if you're in there for long, you might as well make life comfortable for yourself. Listen to the chat.
Kaya has a phone prison story one day. All right,
Tell
you
us.
need to let us know
Tell
this
us.
story.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
You need to tell us this story.
Put it in the
No,
chat before we go off. And now, you might as well come on and tell us.
Is this our Kaya, by the way?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Kaya, come on and tell us the story. What's wrong with you?
Let's wrap up. I think this podcast needs a nice story to finish it off.
He said it's nice. He didn't say it was nice. Remember how you got to get the phones into jail?
Please, Kaya. No? You're not
Thank
coming.
you. I ain't showing my face, but I'll tell you quickly. I have a family member.
Okay, Kaya, tell us the story.
I have a family member who is on a holiday courtesy of the Queen, and he had a phone, I should say. The prison had a phone amnesty and was like, anyone who hands in their phone gets time taken off their sentence, and there's no like repercussions. You can hand it in, no problems. Nothing will ever be said again. And they basically screwed them all over and gave everybody extra time.
What?
That's them old school ones, though. That's them school ones. Like,
That's
you know,
what
like,
your mum would do to you, innit?
yeah,
That's
I
what
can't
my
believe
mum
they
would
got
do.
sucked in.
Yeah, so he handed in his phone and got extra 3 months. So yeah,
Another 3 months in the sun. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Where is he now, Kaya?
still in there for until I think it comes out in January or something.
Nah, I bet he's facing his front now and not trying to get another phone.
Yeah, he is. He's
On
behaving.
that note, listen, this podcast is called Face Your Front. This episode, Face Your Front.
Face your front.
Face
No.
your front and do your time. Good night, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
all
Good
right,
night, guys.
cool. Keep